So the first thing that you need to do in order to start working with me on this project is that you need to open your XAMPP. So here, this is XAMPP, and whether you're using Windows or Mac, you need to open it. And of course, you'll find it among your applications. Just in your applications, if you click on Go and then Applications here, you will find XAMPP here. You can open it here. You'll find XAMPP, and then just click on Manager OS X, and it's gonna be opened. So once you open it, you need to run both the server. You need to click Manage Server, and then you need to run the Apache web server and the MySQL. So you need to select the Apache web server and then click on Start, and then this is gonna take like 10 seconds to start working. And here it says running. So once it's running, you need to select the MySQL database and then click on Start. And this is also going to take like 10 seconds or so. So as you can see now, it says running. So here we have the Apache and the Apache web server and the MySQL both are running. And throughout this course, you need to keep these two running. If you click on stop, if you turn them off, you are not going to be able to connect to the database. You are not going to be able to work with me on the project. So whenever you want to work on the project, make sure that your Apache web server and the MySQL database both are running. Now, the second step is that we need to open up the browser and go to the localhost. So now in the browser, if you just type localhost and hit enter, as you can see, it's gonna display here the XAMPP web server because it's now running. So again, just type localhost and then hit enter, and it's gonna run. And this is an indication. If this works, it means that your server here is running. If it doesn't, it means that this is turned off. So this is an indication of whether your Apache web server is running or not. Now, the third step is that we need to open up the database. In order to open up the database, just click on PHP My Admin. If you click on it, it's going to open up PHP My Admin, where you will be able to manage all your databases and all your tables and everything in a GUI, in a very organized software called PHP My Admin. As you can see here, these are my database, and now I will be able to check all databases. I will be able to do all of this good stuff. First of all, let me walk you through the most important things here that we need. The first thing is that we need to create a database. So to create a database in PHP My Admin, just click here on New. This new icon, click on it. Let me zoom in so that you can see. Just click on New. And then once you have clicked on New, here you need to type the name of the database. So I'm going to name my database here movies underscore API, and then I'm going to click on create. And this is going to create the database. As you can see on the left side, there's a database called movies underscore API. So this is the first thing that you need to know, is how to create a database. The second thing is that we need to check the database credentials. So what are the database credentials? Database credentials are just a few things that are going to allow you to connect to the database. So if you click on here, if you click on this home icon, if you click here again on this home icon, and then you will find here a tab called user accounts. You need to click on it. And here you will be able to check the database credentials, meaning that you will be able to check the credentials, the username and the hostname and the password that you can use in order to connect to your database. And you will also know who can access your database. Here, since I am running, my server on my local host. Here I have my host name is localhost. I have also 127.0.0.1. So these are the credentials for whenever you are running your server on a localhost. The username is usually root. There are other, as you can see, there are other usernames. And there's also a password. In localhost, there is no password, so you can connect to the database without a password. And this is not a problem because you are working on your local host. But if you are deploying your database on a server where people will be able to access your application, then of course you need to set a password. And here we have also the global privileges. All we need to use the all privileges. And the grant here, yes, we need also to use this. So the credentials that I'm going to use is this one. I'm going to be using this one. This line, you can also use the last line, which is pretty much the same except for the host name. The host name is 127.0.0.1, and the username is root, and the password is no. There is no password. So this is the credential that I'm going to be using in order to connect to this database using PHP.